Well, Michael, it ended 2-2 in the end with that late equaliser. What are your reflections on today's final pre-season match?
I think it's just good for the group. I think clearly going into the game we knew that we probably wouldn't have as much as the ball as the opposition. Lots of quality in there, obviously their group, their line-up, and I thought our discipline was really good in the first half, the shape was good. We picked our moments when we could be aggressive on the press. Obviously one of them ended up being the goal, the opening goal. Yeah, I just thought in the second half a little bit, in that first 20 minutes our energy levels dropped a little bit and we stopped making contact with them and showing them a little bit too much respect with the ball. But then I thought once we went behind in the game, which was a little bit unfortunate, but once we did go behind in the game, all of a sudden we started getting a little bit more aggressive again and, you know, created some good opportunities.
Overall encouraging signs then against a quality opposition that you were up against?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, obviously we've made the goalkeeper work on numerous occasions. You know, we've had good opportunities in the game, some from set plays, which was good. We looked quite dangerous from those. Yeah, I've got to be reasonably happy. A lot of the players played 90 minutes, which was good. Some of the players who haven't had as much minutes got 75, and the only sort of concerns, I suppose, in the group was Eli, which I'm hoping is just more of a bruise than anything else.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. He went off at half-time. Was that pre-planned or was the plan for him to play a little bit longer?
No, yeah, the plan was for him to play 90 minutes in the game, but I think, to be honest, if it was a league game, he probably would have played the full 90 minutes, if we're being honest. But obviously, yeah, he's got like a heavy bruise on the toe and the foot, where he sort of followed through and kicked the bottom of the studs of the attacker. But again, like I say, we're hoping at this stage it's just bruising and one of those sore ones, and you know, something that he can shake off over the next week or so.
Nice to get Anthony Scully involved straight away.
Yeah, definitely. He's had limited minutes compared to some of the players. I think his max has been 60 minutes before today, but I wanted to get him involved as much as I possibly can and as quick as I could. And I think he's shown glimpses of the quality that he has got. Obviously, the fitter and the sharper he gets, the more we'll see of that. But yeah, really some good promising signs.
How pleased are you to be working with him again, having he did so well for you at Lincoln City?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, obviously, he's someone, as a lot of the players that I work with, who I've stayed in touch with over the years. He's had obviously a difficult time, sort of in the last 18 months or so. We think and we hope he's over that, and he's, you know, all I can say is that, you know, from a determination point of view, and you know, someone who's desperate to sort of impress and do well. We've certainly got him in a good space and a good place for that, so hopefully we've got the platform for him to do it.
The players not involved today, what's the situation with those three today? Wasn't there Max Mata, Tom Sang and Ricardo Denanga? Are they close to being returning? So
Ricardo's back training from next week, so that's a good thing. Sangi potentially middle of next week. The only downside this week is Max Mata picked up an hamstring injury, which looks like it's going to keep him out for a while.
That's a blow.
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely. It's not only a blow for us, it's a blow for him. It's obviously something that he suffered back end of last season when he was on loan. Yeah, and unfortunately on Thursday in training he pulled up quite sharp, and I don't think it's going to be a short one, put it that way.
When you reflect on pre-season, the 6 games you played, how do you feel they've gone?
No, I think they've been as expected, really, to a degree. I think you know, there's been games where you'd expect us to dominate the ball and have more of the ball, and we probably did so. And you know, certainly the last 2 games have really sharpened us up out of possession because we've had to work really hard. Played 2 good sides with loads of quality, loads of pace, athleticism, and managed them sort of players really, really well. I don't think we're going to come up against, you know, too much of that type of quality, with a great respect to all the teams in League 2, certainly over the next 9 months or so. But it certainly gives us, or has given us, an opportunity to work really hard without the ball, not just necessarily what we do with the ball.
So you're ready, raring to go?
Yeah, I am, yeah. So I think the players are. I think they're in a good space. I think they got the just rewards with the equaliser at the end there. Yeah, hopefully we'll get a nice clean week. I said to you on day one, for me, pre-season about is limiting the injuries as little as you possibly can, and obviously, unfortunately, from Max's point of view, it looks like he's going to be out for a couple of months at least, maybe longer. But the rest of them, yeah, they're in pretty good shape.
Just finally, you have made 7 summer signings. Is there the possibility of any more before the Bromley game in a week's time?
Probably not before Bromley, but certainly, you know, the longer the window goes on and towards the end of the window, things organically and naturally sort of happen. And if that does happen, if there's 1 or 2 players that do leave to get minutes themselves, then obviously we'll be looking to get some fresh impetus into the group.
Is that a possibility?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't rule out anything at this stage. You know, I think you've always got to be prepared for players leaving the building just in case. You never know, you might get bids that come in for your players, etc. But no, I think between now and the 2nd of September, I don't see massive movement, but I think there will be a little bit of movement that allows us to do some work.
As always, thanks for your time, Michael.
Cheers, thanks.